Which I should take this. At least I show you without lie, bro. That's really good. I can't hear. Holy God.
More attention than mine, so it's like, okay, I've got to put like a chess piece here. Otherwise, if I show a lack of action, people are going to derive that as me being immediately guilty. So let's talk about the document. So there's a trigger warning at the start that goes.
I believe in. Yo,
go down a couple pages, you
I believe
like
in parlo
really
game.
fucking gross messages that both of us had sent, which I needed to show. I mean, in that context, but I shouldn't have made the document regardless. I felt
Shut the fuck up sometimes, bro.
Because if I obfuscate key information, I'm going to be called a liar. It's a lose-lose when it comes to this. Now, I was told by Guamgo and his friends that releasing this document would be retarded, basically a humiliation.
Whoa, don't use that word now. Don't use that word. Don't use that word.
I do, doomed if I don't, because I know how my detractors would spread.
Don't use that word.
If I don't respond to it, because I'll immediately, because this happens all the time. If I don't directly respond to something, people will take that immediately and then go run with that. So I'm always stuck in a position where I don't know what the fuck to do. I mean, at points I've asked people to be PR managers and shit like that. I had people peer review this document, and they said it was fine. So I was perhaps in a wrong fucking mindset where I believed that this was okay. But I didn't show this document beforehand to Guanga or anything like that because I was entirely certain that this wouldn't.
Let me just quickly interrupt.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Okay, so I spoke to Avalon the other night. Like this was after everything came out. For fuck's sake, I'm not getting called now. Sorry. I spoke to Avalon the other night, and he said that he privately spoke to you, and he said that releasing this document would have a horrible impact on you. And you were living with Avalon for some time, for like, I don't know, at least a week. So I mean, what happened there?
We agreed that it would be a bad idea in case it turned into commentary.
Stuttering. This nigga stuttering.
Bro. We agreed that it would be really bad if that was the case. But since we saw like Wolfgang's document, it was like it called me a chomper. There were spelling mistakes, inaccuracies. It wasn't well formatted, and we'll get to my formatting.
Very interesting stream name.
YouTubers about it, and like, yeah, just
bro.
You had the same argument the other night.
Hey, this is all for clip for me. I ain't gonna hold with you. Hey, this is all for clip for me. That's all I want to say. This is a clip for me.
Having multiple spelling mistakes and inaccuracies.
This is a clip for me, okay?
It's gonna make your story look significantly less stronger than the other person's. So when I saw that, I was told like weeks back.
This is clip for me. That's all I want to say.
Have a document. That we would recount the entire situation, and then when I saw his document, it didn't recount anything in any detail. So I'm like, okay, here's my document that goes over literally everything, and his document that goes over quite literally nothing. So I thought to some degree people would take me seriously.
I think one of the biggest issues here is that your document went into a little too much detail.
Never mind.
Do you still not agree with me?
Yeah, no, it goes over a little bit too much detail. Really bad shit. When I didn't know that it would blow up in my fucking face this badly. I thought the document would serve its purpose in pushing back his narrative, and that after 1 or 2 days, people would just kind of move on, coming to terms with the fact that at best, there's
what exactly gave you the impression that people would just quickly move on?
Because in a case like this, I gave devil's advocate to internet adjacent and assumed that perhaps he was autistic and didn't pick up on body language, or like when someone wasn't clearly reciprocating, which is true. He's getting an autism diagnosis pretty soon, so we'll get to that. But I assumed that it would be dealt with in a live stream and that people would quickly move on to the next thing because I only thought it would stay in the small commentary bubble. But what happened is when you and Dial, so basically Guamgo and Dial, were like telling me how fucking bad this looked optically on stream, and I had deluded myself into the preconceived notion that I was actually doing really well in debunking the lies. But what ended up happening was essentially me not being aware that I'm a Roblox YouTuber in a commentary YouTuber's live stream with like 400 people. I'm not sure if they were bots. There's at least more than 100 people there. I didn't know the age demographic of the people watching. I tried to just stay in my lane in that stream and not speak about this in any detail anywhere else. But I wasn't self-aware about how fucking
Mikey Bam.
embarrassing, optically looking back on all of that was. So when they were telling me to stop, I joined the call with Guamgo, got really agitated that no one was like listening. Because
Can you just repeat like everything you were saying? Because no one heard what you said. Neither did I. I don't even know.
Bro, just say you hate it, bro. Bro, just say you hate it. Oh my god.
I'm completely lost where I was at. Basically, you and Dio were telling me not to go through with this on stream because it was making me look really bad. I was already like 8 hours into this because it was about 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock in the morning. Oh, fucking hell. No, I meant just say 7 o'clock. No, 6, 7 bullshit. 7 o'clock in the morning. Literally completely tired, agitated, stressed out, dealing with this shit. Not excuses, but it was where I was at.
Wait, can we invite Dial up here who was actually present during the call too? Because he has some things that he wants to say.
Okay, can I finish what I'm about to say first? So he kept saying, don't do this, don't do this.
I think he should be given the opportunity to interject.
I'm not finished with what I want to say, and I'm not going to say anything that's bad, so let me finish. So he kept saying, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. I distinctly remember joining the call where you were reading Wolfgang's, and I didn't appreciate how you were reading Wolfgang, so I told you to read mine. And then in that call, what I felt was that people were making jokes out of like what I believe to be a serious situation that put a lot of mental stress on me. And regardless, that's going to be the way it goes about this now because, I mean, it's a goofy, surreal fucking situation. But I didn't appreciate that. So when our making jokes, I called him like an inconsiderate fucking retard. I hate you, all of that stuff. And then I left the. I think I told him to like go rot and shit, and then I left. And I left because I genuinely could not deal with having everyone tell me that this was a terrible idea because I was so certain that I was debunking the situation and proving that I got pushed into doing like this horrible shit and the mental toll that it had on me, etc., etc., etc. And now I mean, this could have all easily been voided, but the problem is that the GoFundMe shit would have come out publicly regardless, because his document would have come out with that information on, and everyone would know. I don't have a problem really with the GoFundMe shit becoming public because it was retarded of me to have done that. I genuinely didn't see a problem with the fact that my entire belief system was the fact that I was in a financially bad position. I bought these two devices, which I think people can understand why I would buy them if the police confiscated my other ones, because these were cheap.
How this nigga got to jail in 12 hours? What the fuck?
Wait, how much did your other computer cost? How much did your other computer cost?
3,000.
3,000.
Sterling?
Yeah, no, my other computer was so fucking expensive, but it was the biggest pile of shit ever.
And you thought buying another biggest pile of shit was a good idea?
No, this computer's like fully operated. It doesn't crash. It's a really good computer. It's smooth. It can like edit really well on, like do games, can do calls perfectly. This other one would consistently buffer and crash. When I would open a Google document on that computer, it would just crash.
Okay, so what are you using this computer for? Like, what have you done with it so far?
Okay, so you know when I don't want to share. Can I? I'm gonna say this in the most how should I say this, bleak way possible, so placid way possible, so no one can derive anything. there were ideas of creating shorts channels, which I wanted to edit on this for. I was using this for game development because I was making like TP games and shit like that because I wanted to kind of stop doing drama and I kind of just wanted to do game development because I found that a lot more fun. Also, we had the idea of like working for your channel, but I kept procrastinating because of like 50 million other shit going on. But I had a whole plan of like getting all these old documents, calling out like these really bad YouTubers.
Regarding the game development, you didn't really do anything with the game development. Regarding the shorts, it was just something we were speaking about. We never actually were
regarding the game development, there's a private group chat we have where we've got a bunch of models and all that stuff. We decided to create the dev after create.
Unless you made a new group chat, I'm pretty sure we made that.
This is a fucking, this is a grown ass white nigga, bro.
I'm in the group chat right now. I haven't been active in the past.
Get your bitch ass off the stage, bitch ass nigga. That's a whole white man.
I have a Google document going over like how I want the structure of the map.
You can tell he's white.
Okay.
I will literally send you it in the group chat.
Sure.
C's? How all your device got C's? What happened?
Oh yeah, I just looked at the DMs because of every. Let me just send you a bunch of screenshots. Do you want me to start? I don't think you'd care so much about the Google document where I go over like. I just see it in your DMs.
I don't want to start like an argument about religion or anything like that, but you're saying like God. I remember you said you were atheist.
Atheist?
No, I said I'm not atheist. I said it's better to believe in a God than not.
Which religion do you follow?
I would say when I was younger, I grew up in like a Catholic school. I don't know, Catholic or Christian. I believe in Jesus. I believe that he existed.
Okay.
Why? I don't understand what the point is to grow up and die not believing in a God in case you just burn in hell for being a disbeliever.
I'm confused.
Doesn't sound a very good way to go. I'm just conflicted about everything right now.
Checking. Okay, Dial, you said you wanted to say something regarding what Parlo was saying earlier regarding the conversation that we had?
Oh yeah. Parlo, why did you I told you yesterday what you said to Guango when he brought it up. Why are you glossing over the fact you called Guango, and I quote, on God, a bored, retarded person? For 50
what retarded person?
A bored, retarded person. That's exactly what you said. Did you not? And then you asked. No, you called Guango a bored. I'm not talking about.
Yes, no, I'm asking, are you saying bold, retarded person?
Bored. B-O-R-E-D. Bored.
Dude, we've all called each other retards. Yeah, I called that.
No, then that's all you said the entire call. You didn't take
you want me to be transparent? I was fucking livid that everyone was making jokes about the situation when it was extremely stressful for me to deal with, and I didn't know what to do. I shouldn't have said it. Everyone calls me retards. You guys all call me retards. I call you retards. We do it as jokes. That wasn't a joke. That was an insult. Shouldn't have said it. But I said it at the heat of the moment. And then I left. I left because I was really angry. I didn't want to argue anymore, so I just got out of the situation. If I wanted to argue more, I'd be throwing a lot more, oh, I hate you, why are you doing this? Like, yeah, I'd leave. I left. Shouldn't have said it. Heat the moment.
Someone asked this question in chat, and I'll ask you because I think a lot of people want to know. What exactly are you taking accountability for? Deny. What do you take accountability for, and what do you deny?
I'll go with what I deny first. No, I'll go with what I'm taking accountability for first. Saying that I'll change and always reverting back, I take about a fucking 2-week time where I do try and change, and I end up reverting back when it's just like clockwork. Being chronically online, being impulsive, saying shit that I find funny and other people may find funny, but I don't think about how that would affect the other person. Being edgy, being down the reform alt-right pipeline back in 2024 and making comments that could be deemed as like bigoted and shit to people. Apologizing to Aram for the things I said about like his religion and stuff like that. Leaving the internet.
You take accountability.
Not being hang on. Not being transparent about my past financial history, which led people to believe that I was in a more disparaging position than I was. What else? Oh yeah, a big part was as well. I mean, it was going over how, looking back on it all, how embarrassing it was for people who associated with me in the past to now be seen. I mean, being seen as basically, in all better terms, of course, negating the pedophile shit, basically natty fucking Forsyth level shit, like being gross, disgusting, sexual deviant, and having everyone now be seen being associated with the likes of me. I'm not comparing myself to the allegations of her, just the bad press that comes from it. I'm not comparing myself to her. On God, I'm not. It is just the fact that it was radioactive suicide to be associated with me, and I said I do not fault anyone for not wanting to speak with me because of the actions that I have caused myself, inadvertently caused damage to them as well. That's what I take accountability for in a video. I worded better, and on God, it's not made by AI. Now, what I deny is, of course, the main claim that's going around somehow, some fucking how, of me being a pedophile. And then people using that to claim that I'm like the next Potemer and shit like that. That's being, on God, that's going around. That's like a massive fucking thing. People are coming from your video and saying, you've betrayed us, you've become what you swore to destroy, you are now a predator. You're as bad as Kaneko Kitten. This isn't straw man. I literally have the screenshots, there's a fuck ton of them. But what I also deny is that it's charity fraud and scamming. That would prove that there's malicious intent behind that. I have the proof that it was not misappropriated or anything like that, and I, after being staunch and being fucking stoic about me not being that much in the wrong, I buttoned my shit up and doing stuff to give the money back. Even if the people don't want the money back, I just want to give the money back because I just don't feel comfortable taking that money after the controversy that's transpired from it, and also because I've seen a few people say that they just want their money back. I'm not pocketing it. I'm not stealing it. It was never anything like that. It was that I was in a genuine... I mean, I'm going to show in my video as well how I had to stay at friends' houses. I didn't have a house, being kicked out, had to deal with a police report with my fucking father and shit like that.
Okay, I interject. Wait, hold on. Give me a second to interject here. Okay, the whole entire situation where you got kicked out from your father's house, at that point in time, I don't believe you were getting kicked out of your father. You were staying with your fathers at the time you started that GoFundMe.
So again, yes, I did. I'm not saying that was in the same time frame. I'm saying shortly after I got given it, that is where it happened, and shit got even worse.
Ah, shit, here's the argument.
No, take a timeline.
It kind of don't make sense, though.
September, in a really bad position. I can't make videos. Then I get the strikes. Then I have to take the videos down, so now I don't have passive income. So now I'm stunted. So then I also have to expend money to like solicitor fees and shit like that. So then I make the GoFundMe. Before that, the situation gets exacerbated even worse by the fact that I now have to rebuy devices which the police have bullshittedly taken from me. So that's already bad. Then, indefensibly, I become really desperate and I want to get a good social life. So I pay for the ticket of this person before I ever get the funds transferred from the GoFundMe into my account. Before. And at that time, there was only about like 100, 200, something like that. Then it shot up to 500. But that was retarded. It's probably the most embarrassing thing in Roblox history. It's fucking pathetic. It's genuinely, there's no other words other than embarrassing. I mean, it's really fucking bad. But it was not prostitution, and I did not get the funds from the GoFundMe. But it's bad. And I should have said, I just have not done the GoFundMe.
I've said this like how many times now? I've lost track. I've said this at least 10 times to you now. Once you start a GoFundMe, doesn't matter if you took the money at a later date from the GoFundMe. Once you start a GoFundMe that you need money from people to help live, all of your financial, the whole entire of your bank account, everything you spend your money on, it matters. You sending what was it, 1,400? I believe for the plane ticket alone it was like 1,170 and something.
1,100, 300 for the other stuff, something like that.
It was about $1,400, or it was 1,400. It could have been a little bit more than that, but you still spent 1,400 at the time that you started that GoFundMe. Sorry, a week after you started the GoFundMe. I mean, even if you didn't claim the money from the GoFundMe, you were still collecting money from people while you were flying out a gay furry Nazi for sex.
Like some friend came over, bought them that game, did it to fuck with.
If that were true, which I don't think it is, they had to accept the game in order to actually have it in their inventory.
Oh, I can't talk.
It's a justified thing you can criticize them for, but I don't. But
Oh my god, that's
I don't think
ironic.
them getting a retarded game on Steam is indicative of their actual political beliefs.
How do you know his political beliefs, but not really, know what he does, how he behaves, how he smelled like?
Wait, what? What are y'all talking about?
Discuss politics on call, and then seeing them in real life is like two completely tangentially different things. Like,
It's like a child in real life. Are you saying that he has like identity disorders?
I don't know. Listen, I know what his politics were. He's like a very big, like, liberal, fascist, pro-LGBT, like, all of this shit that's like completely disaligned from America First or Nick Fuentes or anything fucking like that. So, yeah, I don't think that he's a Nazi. I think I haven't looked at his Steam. I don't think I even have him added on Steam. So, I don't know. This was something brought up by, like, KF, and I kind of just brushed it off because he told me that it was, like, some retarded joke his friends were pulling on him. I don't know.
Were his friends like pulling a joke on him when he was like showing furry porn in the Discord server? Yeah.
I didn't see that he sent furry porn. I think I had this talk with Mr. M as well. I don't believe it was furry porn. It was a furry calendar that he had apparently. But I think he was about 19 at the time, and he had this calendar, and he was like really fucking. There was also brought up in the Dickens live stream as well. He has like a history of mismanaging like Discord servers. So do I, but he's had it slightly few more times. I'm not too sure about that. Listen, I mean, we can bring it up if you want, if any of you have got the logs, but maybe I was too charitable.
You could message Mr. M if you want.
No! Forget it. Oh, it's so difficult. I don't know. We talk about Arthur for Arthur. Wait, what y'all talking about? What is this? What is this about? Well, I can't talk.
In the meantime, I mean, what's your response to the whole situation with Avalon, with that group chat?